Core concepts model or business analysis core concepts model is an important chapter or section in BA-BOK or business analysis body of knowledge. So, what is it? Why it is important? And why do business analysts need to care about core concepts model? In this video, I'm going to decipher business analysis core concepts model and its importance for business analysts. Let's get started. On the agenda, what is business analysis core concepts model? Why it is important? And then I'll take an example to help you understand how does it really work in real life scenario. So BACCM or business analysis core concepts model is comprised of 6 elements, which are change, need, solution, stakeholders, value, and the context. Now, these 6 terms are part of the concept or a framework which helps business analysts talk about a project in common terms, not only internally or business analysis community, but also the client. That we'll see when I'm taking up a real life scenario. Now, why it is important? Because it allows business analysts to talk about any project or any initiative, irrespective of the industry, segment, type, and so on. Right? So this makes it really critical. Now, just if I want to give you an example of something else, we need to look at the 4Ps framework in product management. Now, this is a framework which is used by product professionals when they are discussing about the strategies to bring a product into the market. So, what is this particular framework all about? What are the 4Ps? So, the 4Ps stand for product, price, place, and promotion. So when product professionals are talking about any product or strategies to bring it to the market, then what kind of questions they are looking at and how does this framework help them in devising that? So let's look at these 4 terms. First one is product. So when discussing about a product, what are the features of this product or what is being offered? So this is the core discussion about the product. Then comes the price. What will the customer pay, or what would be the right price for this product or the value of it? Then the place. How will it reach the customer? The go to market strategy. Then the promotion, which will also include how the customers will know about this particular product. What are the different channels which the organization can use? Now, this provides a common ground to discuss about the product and how it is going to be brought into the market. Similarly, we have this business analysis core concepts model. So when business analysts are going to talk about a particular initiative or a project, they can use this framework to talk about it. How? Let's see this. So first one is the need. Why is this initiative or this particular project or this particular solution required? What's the need? What is the problem which the customer is looking at? Next is stakeholder. Stakeholders could be internal or external. Internal could be part of the organization for which it is being developed, as well as the other departments in the organization. But there could be external customers also, meaning the suppliers who is going to supply the raw materials for a particular thing. Or they are going to do something with the new solution being developed. Or it could be people who are going to buy it, the actual customers or the end customers. So we have discussed about why this product is required, what's the need. We discussed about who are going to be affected. This will help us in designing the product which will align to the stakeholders' needs. Third thing would be solution. What is the solution? Is it going to be an AI solution? Is it going to be a web application? Is it going to be a mobile application or a combination of all three? So, what is the best way that this solution can deliver value to the client? Next is value. What is the value? What is the expectation of the client from this particular solution? Is it worth and will they value this particular offering at all? You cannot build a product which you think is going to be a hit in the market. You have to deliver something which has an exact need or some need to deliver solution to the customer. That's why it starts with need. Then we discuss the customers. Then we discuss the solution. Then we discuss the value. Next one is context. Now, context is specific to a particular organization. The constraints, the limitations, the infrastructure exist, right? If something is already in an organization, or let's say, for example, a company is working on Microsoft platform, suddenly the solution cannot use some other platform because then the entire infrastructure has to go a major overhaul or new things have to be purchased, which is an additional cost. So the context makes a lot of difference. Finally, the change. Because ultimately, when the solution is going to be implemented, it is going to change or bring change in the organization. With as simple as people might have to use a new way of doing things. So if they are doing things manually, it will be now automated. If they are doing it automated in a particular software, now that has to change. So it might bring in more complications. The other challenges which can happen is people may start believing that they may lose their jobs, which is happening all around us, right? So the change brings in a lot of critical aspects related to humans. So change management itself related to a project is an important activity for an organization, depending on how big is the change. So these are the six concepts or the part of the framework called BACCM, which provide a common ground for business analysts to discuss a particular initiative, not only internally, but with also the client. And this provides a standardized way as to how business analysis can be carried. Now let's take an example to help you understand how exactly it applies in a real life scenario. So this case study or this scenario is about a bank which is going to invest in a mobile check deposit facility so that the customers don't have to visit the branches or even to the ATM center. So they don't need to travel to a particular location to do that, right? This is the scenario. Now let's see, once as a business analyst, we receive this scenario. How do we proceed further? Where do we start? And that is where this framework called BACCM comes really handy. Let's start with the first one, which is the need. What is the need of having a mobile check deposit facility? When I talk about mobile check deposit, it means people can deposit the check using a mobile device where they can take a picture or scan it and then deposit. Okay. So what is the need? So the need is that right now people have to visit the branches or the ATM locations to drop the check, which causes inconvenience and also delays, right? So the next question, which you can ask even the stakeholders during the meeting, what benefits are you looking at? It's obvious, but this is something where they can tell what is in their minds. How does it help them? One basic stuff is that when customers visit the branches or the ATM location, the bank has to provide that, right? So I will not go 5 kilometers from here to deposit a check, right? So if the bank has to provide an ATM location, even if it is ATM or branch, then it has to invest in that property, which is a physical location with a recurring cost of monthly rent. That's a cost. So cost per transaction of a customer depositing a check in the branch or in the ATM location is high. But if they can do that at home using a mobile device, the transaction cost comes down heavily. So the entire internet banking, not just the mobile check deposit or banking through the mobile, the whole idea is that the banks want to reduce the transaction cost. That is the benefit to the bank. For the customer, it's about convenience. I can do it anytime from anywhere, right? So there are two benefits to it. Now you understand how and why customer is looking for this. So who are going to be affected? Who are these stakeholders? So this is going to be the customers in the first place. Then it could be the operations team, which is going to manage the scan checks. Third, it would be the compliance team. They will look at the scan check and say, okay, whether it is complying with all the regulatory requirements for a scan check. Next, fraud, which will look at the scan check and say, okay, can this be manipulated? Is this a genuine check or a design one? And of course, the technology team, which will help the bank use the new feature. This was about the stakeholders. So the fourth thing is about the context. As I discussed earlier, it is about the constraints and the limitations in the bank. So what could be these? It could be related to banking regulations, which is a major constraint in the entire system. Check clearing rules, fraud risk, security related requirements, and mobile app limitations. Next would be the solution. How it will be actually implemented. How will the customer deposit the check? So in this case, there'll be a camera option in the mobile app, which can be used to photograph the check. And then if it meets the requirements, then it is deposited. So now the check is sent to the operations team, which will then further process. So this was the fifth aspect. So if you see this, and as I'm taking you to the scenario, you realize that this is something which you're going to discuss with the client anyways, right? That is how you do it. This just provides you a concrete framework as to how we can discuss any initiative with a client. The last piece is going to be about the change which is going to happen in the back. What will happen? Now they're going to move from a physical check deposit system to a scan check deposit system. So they need to bring changes in the operations team, the compliance team, as well as the fraud team. Because now they have to be more digitally aware to be able to work through this process. So this is how a BACCM model can be used by business analysts. So just to conclude, BACCM is not just a placeholder or a section in paper. It's actually a very handy framework so that you can discuss about an initiative or a project, not only internally, but also with the client. Thanks for being with me to watch this video. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.